Welcome all. I am very grateful to you be with you again with another part under the most common English grammar mistakes that English learners make. So in the earlier part, part 1, part 2, I have explained a few words, and in this part I'm going to explain the difference between the first part, all and every. So we use both all and every to refer the total number of something. All refer to the complete group, whereas every refer to the each number or each member of complete group. Suppose if I would like to speak about a group, so I should use by using all. Whereas under the group or among the group members, I would like to speak about a particular member or each member. So there I should use every. So this is the difference between all and every. As it was mentioned in C1, here I have given we use every with singular noun or singular member or single number, or all is used with plural. So we can see the example here. Every children need love. Every, here we are defining or we are telling about each person, but we use the word children, which is plural. Actually, what is the singular of children? Child. So that we should not use children. Instead of in the place of children we should use child. So every child need love is the correct sentence, right? In the same way we use all with the plural noun, so that all children, so we can say all children because children is a plural. So all the light was out. All the light was out means we use the light is a singular, but before that word we use all. So that's a wrong one. So that all lights were out, because here the lights were the plural. So that we can use all. So all lights were out is the correct sentence. All the light out is the wrong sentence. That is the difference between all and every usage. Let's move on the difference between already. See here in a pronunciation you could say that already. So here in the next word I have split the word already, whereas the first word I read like already. So like with a single word. So what is the meaning difference between these two? Already means nothing but completely prepared, but whereas already it's a single word which means something happened before a certain time. In other words, we can say already, already it's an adverb, whereas already it's a phrase. And here we can say that already mean all are ready, and already means by now or sooner than. As I have explained, something happened before a certain time. In the above example, we can see we are all ready. We are all ready for the show. We are all ready for the show is the wrong one. We are all ready for the show, because for the show everything was prepared. That means, see in the second example, they have already arrived. Already arrived means it had happened before a certain time. So here we should not use already by splitting the word. So we should use together already as an adverb. Right, let us move on for the next one, which is alternate and alternative. Remember, alternate is a typical an action of switching between states, while alternative is another word for choice and or option. As it was mentioned over here, alternate means every second, every day. We can say that in turn, like every 2 days once or every weekend. We can say alternate days. So your example, see, he only comes to work on alternate days. Whereas alternative mean different or instead. On the other hand, we can say that alternative. What's the alternative? And that means, say if you don't attend, if you are not able to attend this program, what's the alternative? So we will make an alternative arrangements if this plan doesn't suit for you. And I can say here one more example. If you are not able to understand the common mistakes that we generally do while speaking or while writing, if you are not able to go through this method, I may go for an alternative method. That means instead of this method, I would like to go for another one. So have you understood the difference between alternate and alternative? Let's switch into the other words which are altogether and altogether. So here are the same difference like already. Altogether. So altogether, these words when they were used by splitting,
and altogether without splitting. What is the meaning difference? So first let us see the altogether without splitting. It means entirely, entirely or everything considered. I don't altogether agree. I don't altogether agree. That means entirely I don't agree. On the other hand, we use altogether by splitting to mean, or which means like everybody or everything together. So in my family, all members went together. That means here I am telling in how many members are in my family. All the members, they together went somewhere to enjoy. Right here I am insisting you all to watch this. Here even if I go for an elaborate explanation, it might lead the length of the video is more and more. That's what in a brief way I'm explaining. Try to watch it again and again for your better comprehension. As a result, you don't commit the mistake while writing or while speaking. I hope you people will enjoy learning.